The Frieren Art Challenge has been everywhere lately, so I decided to give it a try, and since I'm overdue for much needed art practice, I thought it was a good idea. But today I thought I'd share 5 helpful tips for drawing tricky angles and showing you my process. So let's begin. Tip 1. Use references. I know you've probably heard this a million times, but I cannot stress enough how important references are when you're drawing, especially when you're unsure on how to approach an angle or a pose. And can I just clear something up right now? Using references is not cheating. Anyone who says it's cheating just doesn't know what they're talking about. Because if anything, avoiding references will only hold back your process. And even the pro artists use references, so please don't ever think it's a bad thing. There are a ton of great photo references online, and you can even use 3D models to help you visualize a pose that you're aiming for. And if you still can't find something that fits what you need, you yourself are actually your best reference. So just take out your phone and just take a quick picture of yourself or even of your friend in that pose, and that way you'll get the exact reference that you're looking for, and it's just a ton of help, and it will save you a lot of headache too. For this drawing, one of the references that I used was this lighting reference tool on Artstation, and there is a male and female head that you can rotate and you can change up the lighting setups. It is so useful, and it's honestly one of my favourite things to use, so I thought I'd share that with you too, and I recommend that you check it out because it is super helpful. And also in the Frieren anime, of course there are tons of images of Frieren, so you've got, I guess, almost unlimited references of her. So I would suggest, if you are drawing a character from either a game or a film or a show or something, just to look them up and look them up in different scenes, and you'll get a bunch of different angles and poses, so that will also help you out too. Tip 2. Simplify forms. When you're drawing something complex, you'll want to break it down into simple shapes and just block out the form roughly, and then that way it will just stop you from getting overwhelmed from all the little details, and it will help you stay in control of the structure. There are things like the Loomis method or the Riley method that you can use to help you structure the head, and that also helps for drawing in different angles, because you start with a sphere and then you can add a wedge for the jaw. There's like simple things like that where you just break down parts of the face into simple shapes, and it will just make the whole drawing process much easier. So take your time and slow down and just visualize the big shapes that you see first instead of diving straight into the details. Tip 3. Grayscale. I recommend starting in Grayscale and then getting your forms solid before you introduce colour, because I've also noticed in my own drawings that when I do go into colour, it can become much more confusing and complex, and I feel like it's so much easier to get overwhelmed because you're looking at the colour, you're looking at the values, the lighting, you're looking at everything at once. So when you put everything into Grayscale, you don't have to worry about colour. The only thing that you are looking at are the values and the lighting, I guess, to some degree. It just helps so much more because it's just kind of tricking your brain into focusing on one problem at a time, and it just makes the process much more manageable. And I personally use this method for a majority of my drawings, as you can see in this one I did. It just allows you to be more free with the colours afterwards as well, because you can change the colours to whatever you want them to be later on too. So it just makes things easier. Tip 4. Flip your canvas. We've all had that moment where a sketch looks great until you flip the canvas and suddenly it turns into a monstrosity. And if you're not already flipping your canvas whilst you draw, you're definitely going to start now. Flipping actually helps you catch issues like misaligned features, and you might not notice that if you didn't flip your canvas. It kind of forces your brain to see the drawing with fresh eyes, and when you've been staring at your art for too long, your eyes kind of get accustomed to what you're looking at, and flipping the canvas just acts like a mini reset, so it gives you a new perspective. And if you're ever stuck in a drawing, it's also helpful to spot the things that you've missed. And also, if you're drawing on paper, you can actually use a mirror, so you can hold up a mirror alongside the edge of your drawing and you can see the reflected version there. So that's kind of like flipping your canvas, but in real life. Tip 5. Art challenge. Much like I have done here, you can join an existing art challenge or create your own mini art challenge because it just makes practicing so much more fun. I mean, just like this one, it kind of forced me to study without me even realizing I was studying because I enjoyed it. And it's a great way to brush up on your art skills and to practice drawing things you might not normally draw as well. Because would I draw this angle normally? No, I wouldn't. So I think it was a really fun exercise to do. And you can also do some other challenges like a 10-minute post challenge, or just draw a head in different angles every day, or you can do one art study a week. There are so many things that you can do, and challenges just make practicing less intimidating and much more fun because, like they say, practice makes perfect. So they're definitely worth doing. And the only way to improve your art, because art is a skill, is to practice. So do some useful practicing and it will really help you go much further in your art journey. I really enjoyed drawing this Frieren art. I thought it was a really good change for me to do because I don't normally draw this angle, and I felt like I actually drew much quicker for some reason drawing this because normally I am pretty slow. But this one I was kind of fast, so I'm kind of proud of myself for that, and I think it turned out alright. Obviously it's not in the normal style of the anime, but I wanted to do something that's closer to my style. I feel like maybe I could have softened up her features a little bit more and probably made her a little bit younger because I think she does look older here. But in the end, I think it was a good challenge to do and it was fun. So those are all the tips I have for you today. I hope at least one of these were helpful, and let me know if you had a go at this Frieren art challenge too. But thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!